Don't accept a teaching job in China until you watch this. Have you ever wondered why two teachers can move to China at almost the same time, accept similar jobs, earn similar salaries, yet have completely different experiences? One builds a successful life, makes friends, travels across the country on weekends, renews their contract 2, 3, 4 times. The other is searching for a flight home before the first year is over. For a long time, I wondered what made the difference. After more than 7 years of living and working in China, and watching hundreds of teachers go through this experience, I finally understand the answer. The teachers who thrive in China almost never make better decisions after they arrive. They make better decisions before they ever board the plane. I'm Joe, and this is the Middle Kingdom Code, the channel where I share everything I've learned from 7 years of living, working, and navigating daily life in China, so you don't have to figure it out alone. If you're thinking about teaching in China, this video could save you months of frustration, thousands of dollars, and, in some cases, a legal situation you never saw coming. Subscribe before you leave this page. Every week I publish honest, practical guides built on real experience. You'll want the next one. Now let's get into it. 1. You're not choosing a job, you're choosing a life. Every year, thousands of foreign teachers accept contracts in China believing they found the perfect opportunity. Some absolutely love it. They build friendships, travel across the country, grow professionally, and decide to stay for years. Others leave disappointed before their first contract ends. Not because China failed them, but because nobody showed them what actually matters before signing. Here's the biggest misconception I see every single year. Most people believe they're choosing a teaching job. In reality, they're choosing the life they'll be living every single day for the next 12 months. Let me give you an example. Imagine you receive 2 job offers. One pays Y $730,000 a month. The other pays Y $225,000. Which one would you choose? For most people, the answer is immediate. The higher salary. After all, moving halfway around the world isn't cheap. Years ago, I probably would have made the same choice. Today, I wouldn't. During my years in China, I've worked alongside educators from every corner of the world. Some earned among the highest salaries in their city. On paper, they had landed the perfect job. But after getting to know them, a very different picture emerged. Many left home before 8 in the morning. They finished teaching in the afternoon but stayed at school for office hours, mandatory meetings, weekend activities, and extra responsibilities. By the time they got home, they were exhausted. They had very little time or energy left to enjoy the country they had worked so hard to move to. Then there were teachers earning a little less. Their apartments were close to school. Management respected their personal time. Their weekends were genuinely free. They explored new cities, learned Mandarin, made friends, discovered local restaurants, and traveled across China on long weekends. They weren't simply working in China, they were living in China. 1 year later, the happiest teachers were rarely the ones with the biggest paycheck. They were the ones with the best quality of life. That completely changed how I evaluate a teaching opportunity. Today, salary is one of the last things I compare, not the first. Because once your basic financial needs are covered, time becomes far more valuable than money. Time to travel, time to learn, time to build friendships, time to experience the country you came here to discover. So before accepting any offer, don't just ask which job pays more. Ask, which job gives me the life I actually want? Look beyond the number. Compare teaching hours, office hours, housing, health insurance, paid holidays, professional support after arrival, the school's reputation, your daily commute, and the neighborhood where you'll actually be living. Those details will shape your everyday happiness, far more than an extra few thousand yuan each month. 2. What teaching in China actually pays in 2026? Before we go any further, let's talk real numbers. Because a lot of what's floating around online is either outdated or misleading. As of 2026, the average monthly salary for foreign English teachers in China ranges from 14,000 to 21,000 RMB, approximately $2,500 to $3,400 USD. depending on school type, city, qualifications, and experience. Here's how that breaks down across the main school types. Public schools typically pay $112,000 to $118,000 per month, with standard working hours Monday to Friday during school hours. Private language centers usually offer $114,000 to $122,000 per month, but evening and weekend hours are common. International schools, which require a home country teaching license and usually 2 or more years of experience, pay $120,000 to $135,000 per month or more, with the most structured working hours and the most competitive hiring process. Most foreign teachers in China can realistically save between $500 and $1,500 USD per month, depending on salary, city, and lifestyle choices. One important note: salaries have corrected from post-COVID peaks, but are not collapsing. The market has stabilized. Anyone promising dramatically above market salaries without a credible explanation deserves immediate scrutiny, which brings me to something far more important than the salary number itself. 3. The visa reality. Nobody warns you about. This is the section most YouTube videos about teaching in China skip entirely. I'm not going to skip it, because this single issue causes more legal problems, emergency flights home, and genuine life disruptions than almost anything else in this space. Here it is, stated as clearly as I can say it. The Z visa is the only legal way to work as an English teacher in China. No exceptions. Not a tourist visa, not a business visa, not a student visa. The Z visa. Full stop. Schools that suggest tourist or business visas are offering illegal arrangements with serious consequences, including fines, immediate detention, deportation, and permanent entry bans. There are documented cases of teachers experiencing all of these. And yet, every year, schools and recruiters continue to tell teachers variations of the same things. You can start on a tourist visa, and we'll sort the Z visa later. They won't. This is how you end up working illegally with no protection. We use a business visa for foreign teachers. It's the same thing. It is not. This is illegal. Just cross into Hong Kong every 90 days. Visa runs for work purposes are enforcement violations. In February 2026, China tightened Z visa restrictions further, including higher salary thresholds and stricter enforcement of age restrictions. This is not a system that's becoming more lenient. It is moving in the opposite direction. There is one more document change that affects every teacher applying in 2026. China joined the Hague Apostille Convention in late 2023. That means the process for authenticating your degree, background check, and other documents has changed. If you're following guidance written before 2024, your document preparation may be completely wrong. Verify with your school or recruiter which documents need apostille certification and which need the old legalization chain, and do this before you start the process. The legal requirements for a Z visa as of 2026: a bachelor's degree, a 120-hour TEFL or TESOL certificate, a clean apostilled criminal background check, and a Z work visa sponsored by a licensed employer. The criminal background check must be issued within 6 months of submission. Don't get it too early. 4. Choosing the right school. Finding a school that matches your lifestyle is only half the decision. Making sure it's a legitimate, professionally run institution is the other half. Over the years, I've met teachers working in public schools, private schools, bilingual schools, international schools, kindergartens, training centers, and universities. Each environment had its own culture, expectations, management style, and pace. Some schools were incredibly organized. Schedules were prepared well in advance. Communication was clear. Teachers always knew what to expect. Others were much more flexible. Plans changed overnight. Meetings appeared at the last minute. Adapting quickly became part of the job. Neither approach is automatically better. The important question is whether that environment matches your personality and the kind of life you're trying to build. That's why I stopped treating interviews as one-way conversations. Most applicants focus entirely on impressing the interviewer. They're worried about saying the right things, giving the right answers, and securing the position. I understand that feeling. But somewhere along the way, I realized something important. The school is interviewing you, but you are also interviewing the school. That shift completely changed the questions I started asking. Instead of asking only about salary, I wanted to understand what everyday life actually looked like. Questions like, what time do teachers normally arrive and leave? What happens after my last class? How many office hours are expected each week? How often are there weekend activities or makeup classes? What kind of support do new foreign teachers receive during their first month? Can I speak directly with one of your current foreign teachers? Simple questions often reveal far more than the contract itself. A professional school won't be uncomfortable answering them. In fact, good schools usually appreciate candidates who take the decision seriously. Pay attention not only to the answers, but to the way those answers are given. Do they respond directly? Do they avoid the question? Do they become impatient? Do they try to rush you into signing? Quick pause here. If any of this is already sounding familiar, if you've experienced a school that didn't match what they promised, drop it in the comments below. I read every single one, and your story might help the next teacher watching this video make a better decision. Okay, let's keep going. 5. Red flags that should make you walk away. This is where I want to be direct. There are certain things that should end a conversation immediately. Any request to pay fees before arriving in China is a red flag. Legitimate employers do not charge teachers placement fees. Any school or recruiter that cannot provide a verifiable address, a registered company number, or a valid business license deserves immediate skepticism. Promises that dramatically exceed market rates without credible explanation are a warning sign, not an opportunity. Requests to enter on a tourist visa, with promises to sort the work visa later, have resulted in fines of up to 20,000 RMB, deportation, and in some cases police confiscating passports while investigating. Fake recruiters are a documented problem. They collect personal information, passport scans, resumes, visa copies, and sell it to identity thieves. Never send sensitive personal documents to anyone you haven't verified through multiple independent sources. One rule has protected me throughout my entire career. Never confuse urgency with opportunity. If someone tells you that you must sign immediately or lose the position, pause. Good schools want good teachers. They understand that an important decision deserves careful consideration. If they flinch when you ask reasonable questions, walk away. There are excellent teaching opportunities in China. Thousands of teachers have built genuinely rewarding careers here. But this market also has real risks for people who don't do their homework. Be one of the people who does. 6. Read the contract. All of it. Most teachers are excited when the contract finally arrives. After weeks of interviews and emails, it feels like the finish line. It isn't. It's the starting line. The contract isn't just a document you'll sign and file away. It's the blueprint for the life you'll be living for the next 12 months. That's why I always tell people, don't read a contract looking for reasons to accept the job. Read it looking for reasons to ask questions. The first thing I look at is working hours, not just teaching hours. Those are often two very different things. Teaching 20 classes a week sounds reasonable, but what happens between those classes? Are you expected to stay on campus? Will you attend mandatory meetings? Will there be open classes, promotional events, or school activities on weekends? Next, housing. Is the apartment provided by the school, or is there an allowance? If it's an allowance, will it realistically cover rent in that city at the current market rate? Who covers utilities, internet, and building management fees? These details matter more than most first-time teachers realize. Then, holidays. China has a unique holiday calendar. Many newcomers are surprised to discover that public holidays often come with make-up working days on weekends. Understanding when you can actually travel versus when you're expected on campus prevents expensive surprises later. Finally, the probation and termination clauses. Not because you expect problems, because clear expectations protect both you and the school. A contract that's vague about location, responsibilities, or termination conditions is a contract that's been written to benefit the employer, not you. One principle has served me well throughout my career. Never sign anything you don't fully understand. If something isn't clear, ask. If the explanation still doesn't make sense, ask again. If they become impatient with reasonable questions, that tells you everything you need to know. 7. The 5 questions to ask before signing anything. Before accepting any position, ask these 5 questions directly. 1. What does a normal working week actually look like, including everything outside classroom hours? 2. Can I speak directly with one of your current foreign teachers before I decide? 3. What kind of support will I receive during my first month in China? 4. How are schedule changes normally communicated, and how much notice is given? 5. What challenges do new foreign teachers most commonly experience at your school? That last question consistently produces the most honest conversation you'll have during the entire interview process. No school is perfect. The goal isn't to find perfection. The goal is to find a school that's honest, supportive, and a genuine fit for the life you're trying to build. Outro. Here's something I wish someone had told me before I moved to China. Your first teaching job doesn't have to be your dream job. It simply needs to be a good first step. Many teachers put enormous pressure on themselves to find the perfect school before they've even experienced life in China. The truth is, your first year teaches you things that no YouTube video, guidebook, or recruiter ever can. You'll discover what type of students you enjoy teaching, what city fits your personality, what work environment motivates you, and what kind of lifestyle makes you genuinely happy. Your first contract isn't the end of your journey. It's the beginning of it. Living in another country challenges you in ways you can't fully appreciate until you experience it yourself. It teaches patience, adaptability, and confidence. It forces you to solve problems, communicate differently, and become comfortable with uncertainty. After more than 7 years, I can honestly say that China didn't just help me grow professionally. It helped me grow as a person. So if you're thinking about teaching here, take your time. Research carefully. Ask thoughtful questions. Read every contract. And choose the school that fits the life you want to build, not just the salary you want to earn. Do that, and you'll give yourself the best possible chance of turning this into one of the most rewarding experiences of your life. If this video helped you, I'd really appreciate your support. Subscribe to the Middle Kingdom Code. Every week I publish honest, practical guides so you can navigate life, work, and teaching in China with confidence. Like this video if it gave you something useful. It helps the next teacher find this before they sign the wrong contract. Share it with anyone you know who's considering the move. You might just save them from a very expensive mistake. And drop your biggest question about teaching in China in the comments below. I read every single one, and your question might become the next video. I'm Joe. This is the Middle Kingdom Code. I'll see you in the next one.